Well, today a guy came by and dropped off an old school Edger. You know, it's the big 4-stroke, usually a Tecumseh engine, and this is a Craftsman. Well, you see them in Briggs & Stratton also, but this one has a Tecumseh engine, and he brought it in. Said, well, it cranks up, but it's such a low RPM that, you know, you can't go through and edge anything. When you start cutting everything and it just dies down, right? So he has to back off, let it gain speed, and it's slow and steady, right? So I said, yeah, bring it over, man. So he dropped it off, and let me show you what he's got. So here she blows. This is, you can see it's a Craftsman, a 3 horsepower, the Tecumseh Eager 1. See, it's the old school Edger there. This one's in pretty good shape, isn't it? And he just said it was just a low RPM. What cracks me up, and I kind of like this one because, well, there's mine. You can see this one has been, it's been sitting off in the corner over here. I haven't used it in a year and a half, 2 years. But when I do use it, it works pretty good, right? It's just I have such a small section that I use an Edger. Sometimes I just, you know, I just do it real quick with the trimmer and I'm done. But every once in a while I like to break this one out and get a good wide clean cut, you know, kind of thing. And I might try changing the blade out to a thicker gator blade, you know, and get a good trench going when I'm trimming. So that kind of cracks me up. I looked at it and went, hey man, I've got the same thing. Mine is not in as good a shape as his, but it looks good when it's cleaned up, and it still works, right? This one is kind of finicky trying to start it, but you know, I'm used to it. But this one, well, let's see if we can crank it up and see if we can duplicate what he's saying. Yeah, he's got a different blade. I think mine was an original blade on it. A three plate blade. And this one, you find these all over the place now. Well, that's pretty sharp too. Okay, well, let's try to crank it up. Alright, so stop. Alright. Let's go about halfway up. Choke, which way is on? I forget. I'm guessing this is on. It's got gas in it. Yeah, see what he says. You can see when I was trying to adjust the throttle, it's not making any difference at all. So my guess is it's probably, I'm going to take a look at the governor linkage and make sure it's hooked up correctly. Maybe I'll compare them real quick. So under here you see where the governor and the linkage to the carburetor. So I think that's our problem right there. Let's take a look at this one. Oh yeah. Alright, let me get this up on a bench. Okay, so here's the governor. You see when it pushes over to your linkage here on your carburetor. I think they have this one going through the wrong hole. And I probably need my glasses real quick. Alright, I got my glasses, but you can see they're fogged up. It's so humid out here. I walked outside and poof. Alright, I think I can see out of them now. Yeah, so I need to move this link over to this other hole here on your, what is that piece called? It controls the throttle on your carburetor. Now, what's the easiest way to get that off? I would like to get this thing off without, I don't have to move the camera, guys. It's in my way. So it'd be great to be able to take this off without, I'm going to bend this linkage until I can get it off of there. Come on, it's almost out. I'm almost mangling this thing. Twist that around. There we go. Alright, let's take it off of here. Oh, this one's tough. There we go. Now let's go through this hole. There she blows. Bend that back into shape. Oh, excuse me. Had to find a chair to sit on. There we go. Alright, let's bend this back out, hook it back to the governor. There's that. Let's bend this back into shape. And this will twist it back over. There we go. Oh, you can tell the difference already. Can you see that? Get a better view. So before it was on this back hole and the governor was kind of stuck right here. Even when you played with the throttle, it was still, this thing wasn't moving. But now you can see it shoved it all the way back now. So let's let me get it off the bench. Let me tweak this. It looks like I overbent something here. There we go. There we go. I think that'll do. So let's try to start it again. And this was a shortcut method. I mean, I could have taken the carburetor off, you know, the gas tank off, get good clearance, and then just pop and, you know, put the wire where it's supposed to bend. But you can see how quick and easy that was, as long as you bend everything back into shape the best you can, so that there's no binding, nothing's going to slip off, and that should do it. All right, let's try it now. So choke is on. Let's put it, that's not quite halfway. That was it. Well, that was a super easy fix. Sorry, my neighbor just fired up his lawnmower over there. But that was a super easy fix. I could tell it was a governor problem, and luckily I had one to compare to. I just looked at it side by side and noticed immediately that that was on the wrong hole, the wrong link on the throttle for your carburetor. So just put it back where it's supposed to have been, and in this case I just bent up the little wire, just make sure you get it all back into place so that there's no binding and it won't come off or anything like that. Otherwise you'd have to take the gas tank off and the carburetor off and all that good stuff. But yeah, so it's ready to go, and it kind of motivated me. I want to get mine running. You can tell this one has been sitting around for quite a while. And the only difference I could see, of course, the blade was different. So, yeah, this one has the manual choke. But this one has a different carburetor. This one has the primer bulb on it. And what is that? It's plugged up. I'm going to have to clean that out. But yeah, so a different carburetor. But I think once I clean it up, I remember it used to start. This one starts great. This one took a little bit, but motivated me. I'm going to clean this one up and get it running, and get it all cleaned up, because I really kind of like these old edgers like this. So I guess that's it for this video. Short and sweet, easy fix, but yeah, just be sure, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and watch for my next video.
Because of their care, now I live a full, independent life. I got my driver's license, and I'm going to college. Your monthly gift provides me and so many other people in my family. And it isn't just the doctors and nurses who have been looking out for me. It was you. When you call or go online to give, I know you care and are looking out for me and all my other friends at Shawnee's Hospital for Children.